Keep your head in line with your body. Don't pull it so far back. It looks to me like you could probably already go with light gray.
Okay, we'll go gray next time. I didn't bring it with me.
You only brought the white band? You said?
And purple.
All right.
I love your mug.
Yeah, the mug's the best.
My grip went out before my legs did.
That's normal. You need to carry around powder. The no shock. The grip just you start developing sweat and it won't hold. You need powder.
Got it. Very good. All right, so we're going to gray on that next time.
Yeah, light gray. Yeah.
Okay. Whew.
So, you there for work?
Yeah, I've got 3 days of meetings coming up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. That's real good. You're the way you're pulling it. Nice and hold, squeeze it, let it go slow.
Yeah, it was fun.
Nice and simple and quick. You see how efficient it is?
It's so efficient.
People don't realize how easy this is that you don't have to.
We'll give my arms a rest for a second, do some calves.
All right.
Then we'll get to back to biceps. Oh wait, but I didn't bring the little orange band. We'll just do this. That left side just stops. But it's doing
okay.
3-4 times better than when we started.
Completely. What are you going to eat today?
What am I going to eat today?
Yeah, what do you have in your plans?
On my plan today, I am eating a steak.
Nice. Now we're talking.
Like that's it. I'll probably have a cup of coffee here in a few minutes too, though.
And that's always a good one.
Yeah, I've been, I guess, on and off carnivore for 5 months. I'm down 42 pounds.
Excellent. That's all we can do. You just keep going. Eventually, it sneaks up on you, and you're like, when did I turn into Arnold? Who's this?
Who's this guy? All right, here we go.
Good, good. Squeeze slow. Squeeze slow. Hold. Let it go down slow. Back up right there. Don't go so low. Squeeze, hold. Don't lean back. Pull your elbows back behind you. Yeah.
Whew. That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good. All right, so I'm gonna do this again same time tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't know if you're around or not, but I'll record if you can't be. And then Thursday, then Friday, I'm on a flight this time. So I'll just
You're on a flight? Where are you flying to?
back home to Virginia.
All right.
So I'll be back on tomorrow, and I'll do.
Look who showed up. Brian showed up.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, how's it going?
Brian's always early. He likes to be early on time.
I'm late for everything, unfortunately.
Then we'll see if whatever will get on tomorrow, Scott. If not, then just record it, and then I'll see it anyways.
Yeah, I'll be on. I'll record either way.
All right, buddy.
All right. Peace out. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodness gracious. It's too early for this crap, man.
You always have the right attitude.
I know. I'm telling you, I'm positive, huh? I need to read one of those, positive influence books. Or something.
I know. Everybody that's doing this stuff always is reading all the mindset book, the positive books. They drive me crazy. I'm like you, a very grouchy, not positive kind of person most of the time. I just do the stuff, but it really did.
Yeah, I just got a lot of stuff going on, man. I'll be better in 6 months. I'll be a different person in 6 months. Let me tell you. Oh my god. Oh, the stress is like insane, man. It's like actually, it's funny though. I should be wanting to work out more because it helps relieve the stress, right? Like Well,
once you get it done, you're happy you did it and it's over with. That's it.
Oh.
And doing it, it's like while you're doing it, it's okay because it focuses you, and that's it. It really is about getting it done. That's it.
I know. GSD, getting shit done, basically is what it is. Like you feel so much better when I do it in the morning. That's why I don't do it in the afternoon or evening. Like if we didn't do it in the morning yesterday, that would never happen.
I know. That's the whole thing. I tell you, you got to do it. High energy people like you, they got to do it in the morning. If not, if the day always gets shittier later on anyways. And then once the day gets shittier, by the time you get home, you're not going to do it.
No.
Simple as that.
It just doesn't happen. There's been a couple times, man, in 4 years, maybe 5 times that I've done it late at night. And it's never, and the workout is never as intense. You're like,
yeah.
I don't know how people do it. These bodybuilders do that though, man. They go to the gym like two times a week, once in the morning, once in the evening. And I'm like, what are you on crack or something? I mean, they gotta be on some kind of drug.
Ready to go?
Oh boy. So I forget what we did last time. Shoot. So wait. Do we do chest or do we do I can't remember.
What you did yesterday?
No. I mean for the first
overhead press. Overhead press first.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah. I like that exercise. Actually, it's my favorite, probably. Yeah.
Well, let's say what's more important either way is your shoulders to look bigger. So concentrate on your shoulders looking bigger, and it makes you look bigger anyways. It makes you look better. The 2 balls up there look better than worrying about whether the chest is there, but your shoulders are small. That just looks silly. So concentrate on the shoulders.
I mean, even for how I'm not doing the exercise right, the X3 still does work the chest pretty dang good because I know I'm not doing it right. But it says I did black last time.
Yeah, right. Listen, go grab the
dark gray,
light gray band, or the dark gray. You could probably do the dark gray. You did good with the light gray.
Okay. Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I'm looking at chest. Gosh dang, I'm an idiot. Yeah. No. I'm sorry.
You keep on telling every default you tell me it's the black man. Everything, and then it all went down. Everything you said, hey, it's a black man.
You want to get the elite out, the orange?
Yeah, why don't you do that?
I can't move that thing, dude. I mean, obviously.
You're like overselling your appraisal value so you could get a good loan. Yeah, I swear it's $500 million. It's an outhouse, but it's $100 million. Just give me that.
When I own it, it's worth way more.
Yeah, when you own it, it's worth. When you're trying to buy it, then it's worth nothing.
Crap. Don't you see that it's got a flood zone over here? No views. I mean, it's on a bad road with all these mobile homes. I mean, goodness gracious.
But when you own it, that's not a flood zone. That's a magical whatever.
Oh, that's where the creek is. It's beautiful. It's got wildlife down there. It's got a pond down there. See, it's all about how you create it. All right. So you said overhead press. I should probably do light gray. No.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Let's try the light gray.
Okay, hold on. Just making sure I got it saved. All right, light gray. Wait, is this light gray? These stupid. They should have changed it to a whole different color than light gray to light dark gray. Yeah. Anyways, so
it's singled. You're putting it under the foot plate. It's okay.
Oh shoot! Lower back is still killing me, dude. Go on. My neck.
Move that drawer in so when you go down, you won't hit that drawer. Remember, you're going to do as many standing up as possible. Then you're going to drop to one knee and then the other knee so you continue from the bottom.
Do this at a different angle so you can see.
Bring your elbows in front of you. Yep. Now, don't let the bar be behind your elbows. It has to be right under. The elbows are right under the bar. So don't let it. You see how the bar right now is behind the elbows. Have it more forward, the bar. Like that. Always have it be, but stick your chest out at the bottom. At the top, let your elbows flare outward, point outward. At the bottom, they point forward. Right now, they're pointing to the side of the bottom. They got to bring them forward at the bottom. So to the front of the bottom, the elbows rotate yeah, but don't let the bar go behind you. You see that? Let the bar always over the elbows. Now, don't look at the camera. Stick your head through it, though. Lean forward and stick your head through so you could shrug up. Pass your head through it. There you go. That's the shrug. Now come down slow. Resist. Right there. And don't lock out your elbows to the top. You leave them a little bent. That's it right there. Good. Good.
Oh. You know what I'm thinking in the beginning, of course, is going. This Macau guy from Florida doesn't know shit because this is easy. I got this leg great. And then about the 25th rep,
You didn't like it no more.
I'm like, oh. Okay.
Well, we just want you first to get the actual movement down and not just try to overpower whatever the fuck you're doing, because that's what you try to do. Once you actually have the movement down, you're able to handle the dark gray. But we want you to handle the dark gray the right way, not just trying to be throwing it up like whatever. That's the key. So you're already ready for the dark gray, but I want you to be sure that you're actually doing and then really moving up your actual shoulder blade and doing it like that.
Yeah. Well, that's the key, man. The proper form. I haven't gone that slow. Like if you were recording me for the last 2 months, I know I've been going faster. I did really good when I was with Tyler because he was like 1, 2, 1. I don't know what I did. 3 down, 2 up. I forget what it was, but yeah, I don't remember what I was supposed to do. So it's crazy now. I mean, the funny thing is, it still works even when I'm screwing up. That's the
yes,
funny.
it does. The truth is, it still works.
I mean, people go, "Oh, yeah," because I hang out with
the key thing is to do the damn thing. Yeah,
right.
Do the damn thing. What doesn't work is it's sitting there. If it's sitting there, it's not going to do nothing.
Right. Well, especially my job. Like if I was construction work, but that's not even true. I know people that work outside that do physical labor, and their gut is massive. They're 80 pounds overweight, 100 pounds
because of what they're eating most of the time. I mean, that's just going to be
eating.
Everybody that works construction, then they get off the thing, and there goes the let's go drink whatever, and there goes that. You see what I'm saying?
18 beers, and then they go eat a bunch of fried crap food. Around here, dude, everybody is fat. Like I'm telling you, because it's like the country, the southern fried foods is on every.
And they're all being fried in crap. It isn't like it's fried in lard. It's fried in vegetable crap. The cheapest they could find in that restaurant, because that's what they all do. Because I mean, we clean restaurants, so we know the oil that they use is disastrous. And then they leave it there. That oil is used for like 3 months. Because so if you like most restaurants have like 3 or 4 fryers sitting side by side, and they literally will move one oil to the next, back to the next. By the 4th one, which is where they cook most of the real crap, that thing's been sitting there for like 4 months of refried oil that's just like dead. That thing is like alive on its own. It like crawls out.
They're allowed to do that?
Are they allowed to? They don't give a crap what they're allowed or not allowed to do.
Whatever they get by with, I guess, right?
Yeah.
That the inspector doesn't find out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's scary. I mean, that doesn't even make me want to eat out again, honestly. I've never worked.
I forgot. I have a link to an app that actually shows you restaurants in your area, wherever you're at, that don't cook with seed oils.
Really?
And it makes a huge difference.
Send me that, man. Yeah. Hey, so every single time you create a StreamYard, right, it creates a different unique link, or is it the same one?
A different unique link.
Okay. I was just curious. How much do you pay for that?
You don't.
Oh, it's free?
You can pay for it, or you pay for it if you want a certain amount of actual recorded hours, but everyone could have a free StreamYard. And as long as you're not really recording more than, let's say, 5 to 10, the thing is that you don't have to record, because StreamYard automatically puts it in YouTube or wherever it is that you will do it. So if you want to do it, and YouTube will hold 1 billion or more videos for you for free, so it doesn't matter. So there's no reason to pay for their actual recording with the one that actually holds recordings.
But it goes to YouTube. Doesn't YouTube keep those forever?
Yeah, YouTube keeps. Yeah, but remember, if you set up your own YouTube account and you store your videos that you're recording, that's for free. That's why I set up everyone here. I tell them to what you do is I log into StreamYard with, and it sends you to your email address. It sends you a code. You give me that code, and then I put in our YouTube private YouTube channel. So then when you record your videos, it automatically stores it into our YouTube. But you could record them unlisted, and then no one else sees it, but you do. But then you no longer have to record videos on your phone or whatever for your workouts. It's just there. And the amazing thing about StreamYard is it's automatically there. So you could do a 3-hour, let's say, like all these, you know how all these like real estate or whatever seminars that they have, like with StreamYard, when you do those, you could have done a 5-hour seminar and it's automatically in YouTube. You don't have to upload it later or do not, it's just there.
Huh.
I don't know how the heck they do it, but they do it in an instant.
So the link, because on the 21st, which was, when the heck was that? Sunday or Saturday. That was our first master. That was our first session, right?
Yeah.
And you sent a link automatically with the YouTube link.
That was automatically when it's as soon as we were done, it's already there.
Okay. And then it didn't do it again. Do you have to do something every time that it's sent? I mean, I don't need it every time, but I was wondering.
I create one every time I'm going to do a class.
It didn't come to me. I don't think.
Which one?
Oh, wait a second. Maybe it did. Yesterday. No, that was for. So I think I've only gotten one YouTube link, our first session, and then I got one. Yeah, I think I only got one YouTube link for on the 21st. Yeah, I didn't get another one, so I don't know if you have to do something different. I mean, I don't care. I was just curious how all that. I thought you had to manually go in and do that. I was like, dang. Hey, should I do split squat? Is that what I should do?
I will do split squat.
I mean, I'd rather not. Women really don't like legs very much. You
know? Women don't like legs very much. They just want to see your shoulders. I like that idea. Well, you got naturally big legs anyways. What the heck you complain? Yeah, you could get away with not doing anything.
Well, they're not naturally because they're fat. That's why. What are they doing?
Because they're fat?
Yeah. That's why I did white. Jeez, I did white? I did white. And I did white on one leg and light gray in the other. Let's do white. So how are you? Do you have a system for finding properties like you do in mailers or Facebook ads or calling or anything like that to find properties to buy? Or are you not actively buying?
Yeah, before we did a lot of just like Zillow by owners.
Yeah.
You know, but definitely right now it's more like through our already contacts.
People, you know.
But I'm also trying to do like some wholesaling, but it's just so saturated right now. Even the deals right now are being overly. There's like 1 million people involved in every deal. By the time you're getting to them.
Yep. Oh, it's the same thing in our little area. Like everybody's a real estate investor, you know.
Everyone's a real estate investor.
But that's the way it was back before the recession popped, though, man. Honestly, that happened 2006 when it popped in Phoenix when I was living there. And what did I do last time I left? Yeah, so everybody was a real estate with teachers that were making no money, you know, took mortgages off their house and put it on a freaking house. Of course, they lost it all because they had nothing to fall back on, right? They had no liquidity. But I'm doing white. Shoot, here we go. So all of a sudden, they all went away back in 2008, though, when they lost their house. You know, I had nurses that were clients of mine. They're making 50, 60 grand a year, and they were a real estate investor. 8 homes, 10 homes, 20 homes. Lost it all. As soon as somebody can't pay the mortgage and you have nothing to fall back on, you're done, right? Yeah. You're not making enough cash flow. 50, 60 grand a year. You can barely afford to pay your own bills.
No. That's the problem with if you're leveraging it. You got to really know your numbers a lot.
Right.
And if you were only doing it, that you were leveraging it only because you were waiting for constant appreciation, and of course that appreciation can't keep on forever at those kind of rates that they were going. Then you know.
Are you doing sub 2 deals?
Yeah, we try like right now. Yesterday, I had to buy a new refrigerator for one that I have a sub 2 deal in Jacksonville. But right now, that's what we're trying to find a lot of the sub 2 deals. Because right now, what you really want to do is find sub 2 deals that have mortgages still on them that are 3%, 2%.
Yeah,
because that's where it's at right now. Because if you want to really cash flow, if you get into the buying right now,
7.5, 8.
Yeah, like we just got one in. Maybe we opened up a new Airbnb in Miami. Maybe 2 months ago, we got one for like 1 point something million. But you got to figure. Luckily, it's a luxury one, so it produces enough for it. But it's still, that's a very big risk because the loans at that level, you're still talking a 6%, 7% loan. That's a lot of payment.
If you can get it that low, man. Shoot.
Yeah.
Some of them are 7.5. I mean, the primary mortgages are 7.25, 7.4. You know, it's insane. Yeah. Do you know who Pace Morby is? You follow him?
Yes, my wife. We're in the group.
Oh, you take his course? Okay.
My wife's in the group.
Really?
So we've gone to a lot of his meetings and whatever. We're always at a meetup somewhere.
So is it as easy as he says?
Well, we did sub 2 before Pace because actually we started the sub 2 when we used to do Ron LeGrand. You ever seen Ron LeGrand? Which is probably where they all these guys that are new basically got it from Ron LeGrand, who's been around. He's a fossil and looks like they cart him out in a wheelchair, and he look and he's not like that. He's the guy that literally invented all this crap back when, I don't remember if you remember in the 80s when they had Dave Delgado and Carlton Sheets. That they would be on the infomercials on TV at night and selling you the dream. Right?
Oh, that was him. Okay.
All right. So Ron LeGrand is basically from that era. And he's the one where all these guys got the things from sub 2. He's from Jacksonville. He's an old guy from Jacksonville. So most of the stuff is really stuff regurgitated from Ron LeGrand.
Okay. So wealth without cash, Pace Morby. It looks like he's a 22-year-old kid with his hat.
Yeah.
Well, it probably is.
He is what Ron LeGrand to me is a lot better teacher in a sense.
Right.
Because Ron LeGrand gets to the point. Pace Morby runs around he could sense sometimes he's going to talk about a subject and it's been an hour and he's not talked about anything. He's just yapped around telling you these stupid stories that have nothing to do with it. And you're like, and then he gets mad when people like, are you going to? I remember one time he was there with his wife, and even his wife's like, dude, I'm leaving. And left the damn thing because he spoke for an hour and a half about nothing. And you're like, dude, are you actually going to do what you were talking about? Slow down, slow down, slow down. There you go.
Went down too far.
Oh, that's right. Well, we needed the next time. We always in this one you gotta loop that one time per side.
I gotta do what?
Loop the band one time around the hooks.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
that's right. That way it's tighter at the bottom.
Yeah, a little bit tighter. Give you more range. We're using the white band, but we want a little bit more of that range.
Yeah, I felt it was
like it will lose, and then when you lose that at the bottom, it mentally messes you up, and it doesn't. You want to have the tension to be more stable.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, take it off there so you could do chest press now, and then do the other, and then do the leg.
Oh, okay.
That way it gives you a break in between.
You follow that science about waiting, I think John shared that stuff like a while ago, about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Or the longer rest you get.
Obviously, the longer you rest, the more you're going to get on the next one. Isn't that obvious? Right? That's obvious.
Yeah.
That's an obvious thing. But failure is failure. Like, let's say I gained all my weight by not resting at all. So, yeah, of course, it's going to help you. When people, I was able to. Yeah, like I didn't need a rocket scientist to tell me that if I rested, I was going to get more reps.
Right.
But there's also, that doesn't mean you're stronger in that point. That just means you're more rested. Like stronger is whenever you're going to lift anything, you have to do the comparison into the same scenario. So in other words, can you lift if you rested only 30 seconds, the next time around, you have to have rested only 30 seconds because then you're improving in that comparison. Dark gray? Yep.
I don't know. I did black last time. It says I did 28 reps, but
the last time.
Well, that's what it says in my app, but I don't know if I recorded it right. When I do dark gray.
I think we switched down to the dark gray because you weren't able to actually do it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember. That's why I have an app, because I can't remember crap. I mean, the problem is I look at the cash flow on those deals. I mean, you got to be buying at such a low ARV to make any money, even with it as these sub 2 deals.
Well, it depends on the sub 2. You got to understand how sub 2, you're not going to buy to rent most of the time. You're buying to lease option out. That's where the money's at. The money's in lease optioning out the property, not sub 2. Because look, if you're just going to get the property and then resell it automatically, you're already taking a tax hit. We don't try to resell any property. We're going to keep it at least a year to 2 years because you want to be able to carry it over at least for a year. So then you don't get that tax hit. You're not getting it into
short-term capital gains.
Exactly. You want to switch it over to the long-term capital gains. Plus, with the lease option, you're going to collect more rent, and the person's not a renter. The person's not a renter. The person's he thinks of himself as an owner.
Right, because he owns
and you're not going to maintain the property. You're not going to do that. They're going to take it over and they maintain everything. Plus, they're giving you not just first and security. They're going to give you usually a good 5 to 10% of what the value you attach to that house. So if you buy a $400,000 house, you're going to get at least $40,000 as a down payment. Not as a down payment, as a option consideration.
Okay.
Right? So now, if that person, let's say that person moves in and doesn't pay you rent, what are you going to do? Automatically, you're going to tell them, hey, you can't afford to pay anymore. You move out. I'll give you $5,000 to leave. And then they leave. But you're giving them back $5,000 of the $40,000 they gave you. Like, who really cares?
Right.
So, chest, shoulders, blades back, chest out. Don't let the bar come back so far. Let it go, not right there. But keep the bar at the same height as the elbows. Don't let the bar there. That's it. Not forward. There you go. And it also depends on your ability to talk to people and get the sub 2 deals. Like some of our sub 2s, man, some of them, you're always going to these things. You have the spiel that you're going to tell the people. We went into one where literally, as soon as we walked in, the lady was like, okay, where do we sign? We bought this house, let's say 2 years ago. And this was a brand new house. It was a house built in 2017. Basically, their equity, their $87,000 in equity, they're not getting paid that equity until 15 years. So they gave us 15 years to pay them their equity, 0% interest, right? So all we did was take over their loan, which was a 3% loan. It was a brand new house, basically, 2017.
Right.
We took over their payments, zero down, zero nothing. All we did was pay the closing, the switch, obviously, with the property. With they're getting zero interest on their equity. And then you wonder, who does this? These people had money. They just she didn't want to deal with the house anymore. Or with whatever, because she had bought the house for her daughter. Her daughter didn't want it. They didn't want to deal with even trying to sell it or sell it with. We walked in. They gave us a house automatically. So imagine you walked into a house that at the time it was cheap because it was in Lady Lake, but it was a new house. We bought it for $223 total, right? But we moved. Let's say we didn't buy it for that because we gave zero money. You understand? We gave zero. There was no money given. The total that we spent to actually get the deal done was like $3,000 between closing and all that.
How much?
Automatically, somebody came and gave us $30,000 to move in. And they're overpaying. Let's say we pay for the mortgage payment with everything. It's like $900 something. They're paying us like $1,700. And I guarantee you that a lot of these people don't end up buying. So what happens is, remember, the money they give you down is non-refundable. You got to complete the purchase. We give everybody like 2 or 3 years to complete the purchase. If they don't complete the purchase, because some people just tell you, no, listen, we're moving. Then you put in somebody else. But that somebody else is going to give you the same amount. So all of a sudden, you're staying with the property. You're not selling it. You're getting the appreciation from the property. You're getting basically a good cash flow without having to worry about maintenance, because they don't call you for anything because they're the owners in their mind. There's been some properties where we've gotten like 3 or 4 option considerations, so people have moved. So I'm hoping that these people will probably, because I know that these guys that bought this house or that want to buy this house, they have like 3 or 4 more, I remember. And they had the credit to just buy it outright. They decided to buy a lease option. They had the money to buy it outright completely. And I almost guarantee you, and I see it in it because I've already been to the house a couple of times. They're never there. They're there like once every 2 or 3 months. Exactly. That they just wanted a house right here in Lady Lake because this is the villages in Florida, and they will come. Yeah, there's a lot of like golfing there or whatever. So they just show. I'm almost sure, because they're the typical ones that will end up telling me, nah, listen, we're not gonna buy it. And then okay, there goes your lease option. You're done with that, and then you sell it to somebody else.
Well, how much are you getting down for lease options? What's the percentage?
Anywhere from 5 to 10%.
Okay, so if you get 5. Basically,
you want to shoot for as high. You want to shoot for as high as possible, but you don't want to shoot more than 15. The reason you don't want to shoot more than 15 is if you get 20% and they take you to court, the judge could say that's a legal loan purchase, and now it's a foreclosure. It's no longer a whatever. If they got a good lawyer, they can take you to court and say that was an actual down payment.
Is that Florida law?
Yep. Because as soon as it's like 20%, you're risking that that could be considered a loan. That now you're seller financing. It's no longer an actual option.
Interesting.
So you don't want to be past a certain threshold because then it's risky.
Yeah, that's interesting because so why did you sign up for his course if you already knew all this stuff? You think he's helping you?
My wife loves signing up for courses.
Is that what she does full time?
No, she's a dermatologist.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So she's all into that. Let's say, I what's the name? White Coat Investors and all that, you know.
Oh yeah. Because she's a physician. Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah, that guy writes about financial planners in Knoxville all the time. Like he's the smartest guy in the world. There's no shit. But yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he gets promoted on that. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. It's a chest press counted on my app, the X3 bar app, the one that I paid $800 to get the bar and the $800 bands or whatever they cost. No, I don't know. They're not that much. 61 reps.
Yeah.
Did you count that? I know you were talking, but
there was no 61 reps there.
Under 61, maybe 35, 40. But I did do a lot because like that.
It's probably because you're probably gonna have to recalibrate the bar. It's probably it hasn't been recalibrated, and there's probably a firmware update that you haven't done. You don't seem to be the one that's doing all that. You haven't been paying attention to it.
Oh, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Probably not. I got time to pay attention to this stuff. My life is insane. But you know, it's funny. I remember calibrating, but I did that in the beginning, and I didn't change it when I got the Paraforce bands. I don't know if that matters or not. I probably should. Because
every certain while for it to really stay thing, you got to change the tear on it. You got to recalibrate the tear, which is something where that means you got to turn it on and recalibrate it while it's just lying on a flat surface. So it recalibrates the actual.
Oh.
Then you gotta make sure you're up to the latest firmware, because if not, the latest firmware works with the latest software. If you have a firmware that's different with that software, then it reads different. It starts throwing off the numbers.
Yep.
So that's where it becomes. That's why technology is. If it was doing all this in the background on its own, but as soon as you depend on people to actually keep up, people don't know what the heck they're doing.
Yeah. So how many properties you bought with sub 2?
We have so far like 11 sub 2.
Okay. You make
it's hard
money
to find.
on them?
Listen, sub 2s are like unicorns. You could get into a lot of sub 2s if you're willing to pay for it, because now every freaking person is doing the thing where they're selling you a sub 2, and it's not really a sub 2. People don't realize. Look, a sub 2 originally, like with what Ron LeGrand teaches you, the money's in. There's no you get into a house with no money. That's the whole idea. Now there's a million people basically selling sub 2 online, whereas pay $50,000 to and take over that's no longer a sub 2. That's already you're paying to get inside. The reason that Laurent Legrand made money and all these is literally getting a house for nothing. You're putting, there's no risk in what you're buying.
Right.
And you'd be surprised again.
If it goes down 50% like it did in 2008, there's some risk, dude. I mean, let's be honest. That happened during our lifetime. So that is a risk. Don't say there's no risk.
Well, 50%. But here's the whole thing. Like remember, there's no risk. And here's the whole thing. If you're getting a property where you put no money, and either way, the loan's not under your name, because it's somebody, remember, you're taking over their loan. You're not putting the loan. Where's the risk to you? None. If it fails, you get the house back and it's not your problem. That's what Ron LeGrand shows you. Literally, Ron LeGrand tells you when you're saying, listen, we buy this with no money down. And the person says, oh, but I want, well, how close to no money can you get? How close to nothing? Because I buy houses with no money.
Right.
So how close to nothing can you do? Oh, you can. Okay, buy. He doesn't even go into his whole thing is that he's always buying property with no money.
Which way am I supposed to turn it? So the right leg, you turn it to the right more?
Yeah, to the forward, a little bit forward. Yeah.
I was thinking the opposite, but You're right. It does even it out that way.
Yeah.
No, that's better. With the wraparound.
Yeah.
How far down are you supposed to go?
Like right there is good. Right there is good. Yeah. It's funny how the belt works with different people in different ways. Because look, you're taller than me, but we have to wrap it around the hooks in order. Me, I'm shorter than you, and I don't have to wrap it.
Huh? Really?
Yeah. It's body proportions are everything, and you can't really tell by just height.
Right.
Also, my belt has shorter straps. So the actual straps are shorter by like 1.5 inches to 2. Good.
Oh, shit. Freaking white man. Now,
You ain't gonna get to the elite band like that.
Right.
You're not gonna put the elite band on there, are you?
That thing, you want to buy it?
I have like 5 of them. I've used it to 4 of them at one time.
That's a crazy thing how you've increased in strength and I haven't. When did you start using it?
In 2018. Same thing. So same time as you.
For probably, yeah.
October 2018.
I'm pretty sure mine was, I remember now after we talked, I hung up, I was like, it was cold winter, it was like January of
yeah, probably like January 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was going way too fast. I was all about reps in the beginning. Remember that?
Yeah.
I did 40. Next band. Let's go. You know, thinking the bands made you bigger, right? You get the higher the band, because that's what we all think, right?
Well, that's the problem with that. Okay, let's say who grows more? Somebody lifting the white band or somebody that will lift in the elite band? There's no difference. If you get to failure, the only difference in growth would be what that person genetically is able to grow. Now, most likely, somebody lifting the elite band is already a bigger person. Most likely, it's already a stronger person. So he's most likely doesn't have the same growth capacity or speed that the person lifting the white band. So the person lifting the white band is getting a better return on his money,
right,
on his lifting, than the person lifting the elite band. The guy lifting the elite band is having to lift the freaking elite band, and he's getting a lesser return.
Right.
Right? It would be like saying, once you see the world champion powerlifters and they're setting a record of 1,000-something pounds, do they keep growing? They don't keep growing anyways. You don't see them grow. You don't see them next year and they look twice as big. They're not. And they might only be able to add another 5 little percentage point to that lift that they just did. So you're in essence lifting heavier and heavier, but getting a less and less to you. The only thing you could be you're risking is more damage to your body, but it's not like you're getting a return positive. While the people lifting 10 pounds at the gym that they started, they start growing and they start growing, and you know they're growing with little. So this whole the rush to get higher in bands is stupid, because you're gonna get more out of less in the beginning than you will. That's why I tell people, the worst thing to be in life is to be strong and skinny. If you're strong and skinny, that is horrible, because most likely you're not going to grow as much as somebody that's strong and big, or weak and big, because weak and big, they have a lot of room for growth. But a person that's strong and skinny, like that's the problem with me. I'm a small, slender person that's overly strong for its size. They don't need to grow. Your body's not, the response to get stronger is not grow. It's just get stronger.
Right.
So you got a problem. You could tell that in like there's this power lifter that's called literally the ant, because he's probably the world's strongest person pound by pound. But the guy only weighs like 130 something pounds. So 130 something pounds, but he's deadlifting close to 800. You notice that his 800 pounds of lifting is not making him bigger, is it?
No.
No. So, you know, and no one cares when you're standing there that you look like a bag boy. So, all right. So you could lift. No one cares. People want to see size on you.
Ooh, go for you.
Yeah. Like who cares? You're not going to carry around the weights to show somebody, look how much I'm lifting.
Right.
Yeah. Like that. Now put that your hand, that on your shoulder. No, not over your head. Not over your head. Put your, yeah. And then the other side on your shoulder. Yeah. Put that one on your shoulder. Now pass that X in front of you. But put your arm through it, senor. You got to put your arm through it. There you go. Now the X, pass it over your head.
What is it?
The X in front of you. The chest in front of your chest. No, the X.
Oh, put this in
bracket over. That over your head. Now you're there.
All right, so that's not too bad. I think I'll get that next time. Not really.
You got to remember more about the financial planning, not this, right? Good. You don't care about this.
That's why I'll have early dementia, all the stuff I have to remember, the rules, regulations. And then right when you remember them all, oh, wait, they change them.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
And then I'm quoting last year's stuff, and they're like, I thought that changed. Oh, yeah, it did. That's right. Yeah, because these stupid politicians like to act like they do something when they go into Congress. Oh, we're going to change this and make it better. You don't make any change. You don't do anything better for you. Just act like you did some work so you can get paid your $200,000 a year and get all your endorsements from your pharmaceutical companies,
basically,
and your oil companies that they make 100 times on all the deals that they do with their stupid salary. You think they go to the office for their salary? Come on. They're all attorneys making $1 million a year. Am I going too high?
Right there's perfect. Try to keep your wrist straight.
Oh, yeah.
Try to keep it higher. The higher, the harder. Right there. Good.
I want to lower that arm down.
Good.
Says I did 20. Says I did 40. 42 reps. This is a bad counter. I need to calibrate it.
Yeah.
I'm eating I did 30, maybe. That's still a lot more than I'm used to ending up at like probably 15 to 20, but I'm going too fast, right? So
Yeah.
if I slow down, I'll probably get 10 to 12, right? Which technically you can still get a workout. It's not time under tension, is it? Is time under tension?
No, it's about how you control that. It isn't so much time under tension. Now, obviously, you could go really slow and get 2 reps, but 2 reps is not going to do enough for you. All right. There has to be a certain amount of reps. It isn't really, the thing is that 2 reps is not going to do much. You know, it'll show how strong you are. And let's say if you're able to control a certain amount of tension, right? Like when I do 2 elite bands or above, that I'm just testing my strength level capacity, but that's not much of a workout. It's just testing it, right? But you want to work out somewhere in between that magical 10 to 20 to 25 range.
Yeah.
Because then that's where I'm closer to the 15 to 20 to 25 range. That's where you're really going to get a real.
Huh. Well, yeah, I'm getting it now. But
yeah,
it's funny how I feel just getting my diet back on point, man. I ate meat and eggs yesterday. Meat,
nice.
Steak. I had
I had 4 filet mignons yesterday, 8 eggs. Then at night I had a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, a whole chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
That's usually like people that say you can't eat on the road or whatever. One of the cheapest meals you could have on the road is stop at any place and just buy their whole rotisserie chicken. Is that the best thing for you? No, but if you can really consider it, for like $7 or $8, you're getting an entire chicken. You're getting a good amount. You're getting probably like 170 grams of protein in total.
Is that how much is one rotisserie?
Yeah, usually around there on average, 170 grams around there.
Wow, that's pretty. Yeah, the problem is what they cook that quick.
Yeah, but if you're gonna only eat it, let's say once every 2 weeks, whatever, that isn't the end of the world, and it's a very simple meal to have on the road.
Right.
You know, and you're done with. And right there and there, they also sell you like 6 in a bag. They'll sell you 6 boiled eggs for I think $2.
Yep. So
you know, right there you have a complete meal. Now, if you're like me, that I'm able to just walk into a store and just buy the steak and eat it raw anyways, it doesn't matter. So then that's even cheaper meal.
Wait, what meal? What'd you say?
I just walk into stores and buy their T-bones or whatever and just eat it right there in the car. I don't have to cook it, so I don't really care.
Your wife doesn't do that, I'm sure, right?
No. My wife hides from me. She doesn't want to show me in public.
I bet. All right, man. I gotta go.
All right, buddy.
I gotta get to work. Good catching up, dude.
All right. Have fun.
All right, man. See you.
Later.